Hey everybody, and welcome to another Miniso SpongeBob review here on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the set called the Mini Krusty Krab. This set comes with a total of 128 pieces and is recommended for ages 6 and up. And we're going to kick things off by taking a look at the figures that are included in this set, starting with SpongeBob SquarePants. And this is my third copy of this guy, so my opinions are going to remain largely the same if you've watched my other two reviews. But to sum it up, I do feel like this could be a relatively good figure if it had higher printed quality. And I do like the overall shape and look of SpongeBob, but if you look at his shirt, you can see that there are a couple of scratches and nicks on the printing. And like I said, this is my third SpongeBob figure, and 2 out of the 3 had this issue. But I do feel like it is worth mentioning that if you do decide to pick up one of these Miniso sets, your SpongeBob might come with a couple of scratches on him. SpongeBob does come with a second pair of eyes that are squinted to give him the effect of laughing. And this is a pretty cool detail, but I will say the eyes are relatively hard to remove and replace. And you can't have a Krusty Krab set without including the boss himself, Mr. Krabs. And I do like the overall look and design of Mr. Krabs here, and he is in much better condition than the SpongeBob we took a look at a minute ago. Really, the only thing that I think could have made this figure a little bit better is if the belt printed detail was wrapped all the way around Mr. Krabs. As we turn Mr. Krabs around to the side here, you can see the belt just kind of awkwardly stops halfway around his body. But other than that, I think this is a pretty solid Mr. Krabs figure. I think the head mold for this character is really strong, and I do like the mold for the claws as well. And as we turn Mr. Krabs around to the back here, you can see that he does have a little nick there on his butt. But this doesn't bother me nearly as bad as the horrible printing on SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs does come with a second head that you can replace to give him a different expression. And while this is a cool feature, I'm not really the biggest fan of this other facial expression, as I feel like it looks a little awkward and strange. With the 2 figures out of the way, we're ready to talk about the very simplistic looking Krusty Krab that comes in this set. And out of the 3 Miniso SpongeBob sets I've reviewed so far, this is by far my favorite build. But with that being said, I still don't think this is an amazing build by any means, so let's get into it. We're going to start by taking a look at the sign for the Krusty Krab, which is made up of only a couple of pieces. And I would have liked to have seen the sign have more of a clam-like design like you see in the TV show, and it uses a sticker for detail. The actual build for the Krusty Krab itself is relatively simple in design, but I will say that it does feel more sturdy than I initially anticipated. The flag detail you see on the front of the building is a sticker, and as we turn it around to the side, you can see a couple of transparent windows. Turning the Krusty Krab all the way around to the back will reveal a small opening, and then as we continue to turn the Krusty Krab, you can find another pair of transparent windows. And the Krusty Krab is able to open up thanks to 2 hinge pieces found throughout the build. There's not much in terms of detail here, there is a small table and chair, and I also want to take note that I'm not really the biggest fan of these yellow pieces Miniso included on the build. I feel like they look a little strange and out of place. But I will say that this build does feel more sturdy than the other 2 Miniso sets I've taken a look at. While filming this review, I didn't feel like the Krusty Krab was going to fall apart in my hand, so I'm going to call that a win. If you remove the table and chair inside of the Krusty Krab, you are able to fit SpongeBob inside, as well as Mr. Krabs. And this is a cool play feature I suppose, but you're not really going to get a lot of play value for kids out of this build. This set also includes a money conveyor belt that uses some sticker for detail for the dollar bills. There is a knob found on the side of the conveyor belt that you can rotate to move the dollar bills along the machine. And surprisingly, this feature works pretty well, and I actually think it's a rather nice inclusion to the set. The Mini Krusty Krab retails for a whopping $19.99. But I will say that I did buy this set for $10 because Miniso had a sale where you could get 2 of them for $20. And for $10, I could see this being a set that people may want to pick up, but I wouldn't pay $20 for it. Thank you so much for watching my review, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more brick built reviews.